So you're either going to do silly shit or sacred stuff. By the way, this is my favorite manifesting hat, even though it's got a cobweb on it. It's my Raymond Reddington hat. And if I blame it for manifesting, that's silly, isn't it? I manifested this hat. You, you're 100% human and 100% divine. Enjoy both. A lot of people, they position the ego as the enemy, then they blame the subconscious for the stuff. And it's silly, isn't it? Well, you could tell when people are silly, they're really serious. I manifested up a Raymond Reddington hat. And yeah, my wife gave it to me. I was imagining having a Raymond Reddington hat. And I'm too cheap to buy one. It's a couple $100. And it's a good quality hat. And she bought it for me. I imagined up her beast chair one time. I was feeling, what's it like to be the guy wearing a Raymond Reddington hat, sitting in a Burbeast chair, the kind that Joseph Goddard, Neville's dad, sat in. And one pops up. I've only ever seen one pop up on the eBay. And we bought it. It's lovely. A number of you have sat in it when you've come here. It's just good fun. Sealing it with the sacred is just good fun. And silly is always serious, isn't it? Think about it. In Genesis, God didn't need crayons or mantras or magical spells. Hey, you know what? Here's what we're going to do today. Light. You know what we're going to do today? Fishes that swim, birds that fly. You know what we're going to do? We're going to make a girl and a guy. Not necessarily in that order. But it was fun, wasn't it? I mean, just think about it. All right, here's what we're going to do. You see, Neville Goddard taught the Four Mighty Ones. We did a course on these earlier this year, depending upon when you watch this. And it always begins with a producer moment, an actual desire that shows up, that it just opens you up. Wouldn't that be cool? Fishes that swim, birds that fly, buffaloes that just look as you drive by. And you'll notice there was no fixing of problems. God didn't go, oh, that's a problem, let's fix that. People get so stuck on problems. All right, I'm lonely. I'm just lonely. Wanna die. I didn't get stuck on the problem that I was a sucky singer. I had a desire to start singing. And I manifested, among other things, an opera coach. And she taught me how to explore my voice. I think there's a lot about being willing to explore. And I notice a lot of people would rather be right than happy. And here's what I mean by that. When someone lets me know they're doing affirmations or the echo editing mistake or making mind movies, and the mind movies fade away and they feel like they're constantly editing their thoughts and their thinking, and I just say, wow, that's just nuts, isn't it? But it's the silly shit that people teach, and I get it, right? A fella did the research for me. There's 2 Latin areas in the brain. They're not Latin, but they have Latin names, that light up when you do affirmations. And some people say, see, that's why they work. And I say, right. Well, if you watch The Simpsons or Ricky Gervais, or just look at some of the dumb shit people share, if you're humored by it, it lights up the same pleasure centers of the brain. And Ricky Gervais and The Simpsons, and I enjoy a good whiskey and a cigar. They light up the pleasure centers of my brain, but none of them cause anything. Neville Goddard said, you are the operant power of God. The power does not operate itself. And he says you don't manifest what you want. I'm chanting, I'm doing affirmations because they feel good, and I'd rather be right about doing affirmations. That's why I listen to this other guy, 20. All right, I listen to this other asshole because he says doing affirmations works, and you say they don't. Say, right, okay. I don't know. I used to teach affirmations. I made brainwave recordings, and I walked away from all that because the more I discovered the truth that set me free, the less time I had for serious and silly. So I'm inviting, and we do a 90-day program. You can sign up right now and save $100. ManifestingMasteryDeluxe.com. If you did the original, it's built into that. But we added 90 new videos, $1,000 worth of bonuses, a private Facebook group. It's an absolute no-brainer. Think about it. When I taught 13, 14 years ago, I'm still teaching today, but I've got, if I've got all those years of experience and exploration that we build into the new one. That's ManifestingMasteryDeluxe.com. And it comes with the usual guarantee. If it ain't given to you, you got 60 days. Just tell me. I'll give you your money back. I'll give you my money back. And we'll part as friends. But here's the thing. If you're thinking, the guarantee that it'll give me the money back, that's why I want to do it, don't. You're the guarantee you have in life. You know why people go to McDonald's? Because they know what they're going to get. And it's called shit. But they keep going there. It's the most popular burger joint in the world. But they don't give you food. Right? They give you filler. And you know what? You get full for a little while, but you really don't ever feel good. In other words, healthy. In other words, happy. You get a happy meal, right? But that's about it. So my name is Mr. 2020. This is the Power of Imagination podcast, where we explore one thing and one thing only, the wonder-working power of the human imagination. Neville Goddard called it Jesus Christ, the Redeemer, for a reason. He wrote a cool book on this. Jesus Christ was the miracle man. I'm the miracle man too. So are you. They told me I needed not one but 2 hip replacements. That was 2 years ago. Never got them. Right? The people at the swimming gym and the treatment professionals that bring their patients there, they're all curious. When did you get the surgery? 20? Like, you're moving great. Yeah. Left hip, stabbing pain, every step. Right hip, clunkety clunk, every step. And now I'm doing kung fu on the staircases, shuffle dancing, having a lot of fun. And I've done no affirmations, no scripting, no mind movies, none of the stuff that's silly that people do when they have a serious problem. Come to the playground of possibilities. Have a great day. Manifesting Mastery Deluxe. See ya.